Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Iron Thunder Racing Network. We're live here in Indianapolis, Indiana, at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. 37 cars have signed in for the Brickyard 200 for the Fort Worth Screen Printing Premier Series. Cars already out on the Speedway right now for their qualifying effort and trouble for the 89 of Matt Quick. He's up and over. Let's take another look as he'll refresh and start back out. The 90 of Cal Hall will join the Speedway. 84 Christopher Gale out on the Speedway right now as well. The one driver will not make tonight's action, and we will see which driver that'll be, as 37 drivers signed in for tonight's action, and those of the go or go home cars, they will unfortunately have to go to the house. Once again, 67 degrees ambient temperature, that track temperature under that partly cloudy sky, 101 degrees. Joshua Ball, first car across the line. Sean Bounty in the 34 will go quick time. Christopher Gale, P2, Brennan Klusterhuis in the 25 P3. 43 of Kelvin Mosier to Sam O'Malley's Chevrolet Camaro. He'll hammer down the back straightaway. 188 miles an hour and climbing. 189 into turn 3. He'll work his way out of turn number 4. Pedal to the metal. Dave Maxson goes P2. 49.899. 49.899. Kelvin Mosier 14th quick. 21 car. That's going to be Sam Green. He'll show up in the 5th spot of 49.981. 49.981 for Samuel Green, Florida driver for the Cosmic Motorsports. Last night's winner, Tressidot in the 15, the CA Cattle Company machine. He'll cross the start-finish line and see where he goes on the board. That'll be his first lap around. Little wiggly there in the middle of 1 and 2. Bailey Curry goes 6th quick. 49.987. 49.987 for the 05 of Bailey Curry. $15 of Trassadot now in turn number 3. He'll work the middle of 3 and 4. He'll dive into turn number 4 here at the uniquely shaped Indianapolis Motor Speedway. How quick? Where will he go here? 23rd quick, a 56.83. Ray Rittenauer goes 22nd quick, 50.675. So far, only 34 of the 37 taking time. And that'll wrap up qualifying with 15 seconds left. Doesn't like anybody else is going to get a lap in. Your quick time, Sean Bounty with a 49.833. 49.833 here at IMS. As qualifying has commenced and the cars are headed to the grid here. Manning Gregory and Elaine Hughes will not make it. As the field grids up behind our pace car. In row number 1, Sean Bounty in the 34 machine. Who is outside the 09 of Dave Matson. For row number 2, we'll find the 84 car. '84 car, Christopher Gill. To his outside will be the 6 of Kyle Weatherman. Row number 3, we'll find the 05 Texas native Bailey Curry on the scheduled to be on the inside. Who is outside, or excuse me, Sam Green scheduled to be on the inside. Who is outside at 05 of Bailey Curry. Row number 4, we'll find the 78 of Patrick Langley to the inside. Who is outside the Belfons Racing Ford Mustang, the 52 machine of George Belfons Jr. Next row back, starting 9th and 10th. In the 25 machine, the North Stream Safety and Rehab Chevrolet Camaro. That is Brendan Klusterhuis. To the outside will be the 48 of Matt Cherry. The 03 of Kevin the 86 of Alex Bottom will start in the 12th spot. 11th will be the 03 of Kevin Hash. Wow. Red toggle messing up on me. Josh Kelly Fan Club tuning in from 6 states tonight. Appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. The Cully machine qualified and or did not qualify. Currently in the 35th position. Looks like he may not. 33 Wilson Farms CRT small engine repair machine. Just ahead of him, the 96 of Jason Ridebush. As the field files out of turn 4, side by side, Sean Bounty and Dave Matson. They'll make the long, slow crawl to the start zone. The Brickyard 200 is green. As we are underway here with the Brickyard 200 Iron for the Racing Network. Oh, hold on to it, Christopher Gale. That'll cause a bobble up behind him. The 21 of Sam Green is around, and more. 03 Kevin Hash, heavy damage early here. Josh Ball gonna lose the handle on it. We'll have to get a quick replay, as we saw it start with the 21 of Sam Green. Tough break back here for Kevin Hash. He gets on the binders. See it all unfold here. Heavy damage. He gets through right up in front of Sawyer. 88 of Josh Ball. Nowhere to go for him. As the rest of the cars, Sadusky and Patterson squeeze through. Big one early here on lap number 1. as the field catches up to the pace car. Thoughts and prayers going out for Josh and his family. The loss of his grandmother, Betty. Condolences, thoughts, and prayers to the family from everyone here at the Iron Thunder Racing Network. Sean Bounty, still your leader. What about the 09 of Dave Matz and Kyle Whitman in the third spot? 05 of Bailey Curry rides fourth. George Belfons Jr. in the fifth spot. Six will belong to Christopher Gale after slipping back there on that first lap. Matt Cherry rides in the seventh spot. Eighth goes to Roger Debo. Ninth will find the 78 of Patrick Langley. And 10th will be the 86 of Alex Bottom. Well, Donald Sadusky on the outside of the top 10 looking in there in the 11th. 12th belongs to Storm Patterson. Kelvin Mosier in that 43 Sam O'Malley Chevrolet. He'll ride in the 13th spot. John Garrett in the Fort Worth Screen Printing Chevrolet. He'll ride 14th. 15th will be the 89 of Matt Quick. Kloosterhoos will give up that 16th spot. He'll head pit side along with Josh Ball, Sam Green, Sawyer Wright, Kevin Hash, Paul Smith, Adam Strone, and Brian Workman. As still 36 cars out on the speedway, all 36 cars on the lead lap. As we get ready to double them up here, looking for the one to go signal any moment now from high atop the flag stand. You are live on the Iron Thunder Racing Network. This is the Brickyard 200 from Indianapolis Motor Speedway, a 2.51 mile oval. Pit road speed limit 60 miles an hour, 67 degree ambient temperature under a partly cloudy sky. Track temperature right now 95 degrees, down from 101 during practice. Dave Matson on the outside, Sean Bounty on the inside. Lights have been extinguished around the racing surface, and we are set to bring back the Brickyard 200 to life here with Sean Bounty and Dave Matson on the front road, row number 2. Kyle Weatherman and the 05 of Bailey Curry as we get ready to drop the hammer. Field working between turns 3 and 4 now. 4 laps on the board, 77 circuits remain here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Field working their way out of turn number 4. Bounty will enter the restart zone, and it is all up to him once the pace car leaves the racing surface. Start zone, and the hammer dropped by Sean Bounty in a good restart as he jumps out 2-3 car lengths over the 09 of Dave Matz, and that battle right now is for the 3rd spot. Side by side goes Weatherman and Curry. And Weatherman hold off the Bailey Curry machine working hard on the outside. Give the advantage right now to the 6th of Weatherman. He'll have Dave Maxson right in front. They're going to single file down the back straightaway. Challenger now, 78. Patrick Langley will challenge the Belfons machine. 78-52. 52 will leave the spot open. 78 of Patrick Langley will go to that 6th spot. Eyes on the prize for Langley as he eyes the top 5. Out of that turn, into turn number 4, 48 of Mac Cherry, the rear end of that car, trying to step out on him. He'll keep it gathered up, pointed in the right direction, as Sean Bounty still has distance between he and the 09 of Dave Matz and the Amsoil Chevrolet. 6 laps on the board, 75 to go. We rock and roll here, the Brickyard 200 and Thunder Racing League Fort Worth Screen Printing Premier Series. Take a look back through the field. 16 of Alex Little holding on to the 17th spot. He'll have Ray Rittenauer right on his deck lid, and it'll be the 2 of Justin White riding in that 20th spot. There is the 90 of Kyle Hall. Dogecoin Machine. We work our way down the front straightaway here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Moves being made by the 66 of John Garrett. Garrett going to take a spot from Preston Ott under fire from the 89 of Quick. There's a battle now. Kyle Hall to the inside of the 87 of Rittenauer. He will take over the 19th spot. Josh Cully making moves there. Klusterhuis in the 24, David Jedlicka, nose to tail. Klusterhuis in that 25 started in the 9th position, and he is marred back there in the 22nd spot. Loose as a goose goes that 21. Sam Green. He'll keep pointing in the right direction, but I'm after 91 of Jackson Allen all over the back deck lid of that Cosmic Motorsports Chevrolet. Rittenauer up the speedway. Opens the door for the 91 of Allen. Trouble for the 87. Losing spots wholesale as he continues to slip and fade. Let's check back on your leaders. 34 Sean Bounty has about the same amount of lead as we left him. Top 5 starting to separate themselves just a little bit from each other. About equal distance between each of the top 5 as lap 9 is on the board field coming into turn number 3. Dave Matson starting to move in on that Sean Bounty machine. Close it down to a half a car length now as they enter turn number 3. We see a battle for the lead here momentarily. Looking for a way around that Sean Bounty machine is the Amsoil driver, Dave Matson. It's heating up front. Dave Matson challenging on the outside. Down the back straightaway. Into turn 3, he'll have to fall in line. Matson doing a well of a job driving here. Trying to make a move around that 34, and Sean Bounty just holding him off. "13 laps on the board here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Sean Bounty still leading as he is trying to defend. He's got a hard charge, and Dave Matson right on the back deck lid of his Toyota Camry. Bounty, Matson, Curry, Weatherman, and Langley, your top 5, followed by Christopher Gale, Matt Cherry, George Belfont Jr., Kelvin Mosher, and Storm Patterson up from 16th to the top 10. Lap 14 on the board, 67 laps to go as your leaders head down the back straightaway here. Now, some distance between Matson and Bounty. This will be a white flag in stage number 1. Looks like Sean Bounty going to be able to hold him off. Sean Bounty just may have made Matson use up what he had left on that set of tires. Matson will give him a good run for his money. We are at a turn 2 down the back straightaway. 2 more corners for Sean Bounty as he looks to lead flag to flag here in stage number 1. The Brickyard 200, live from Indianapolis Motor Speedway on the Iron Thunder Racing Network. Working their way in the middle of 3 and 4. They'll dive off into turn 4. Bounty exits turn 4. Excuse me. Was not white flag at the stage. I apologize, it was. As stage 1 caution is out. It'll be Sean Bounty, Dave Matson, Kyle Weatherman, Christopher Gale, Matt Cherry, George Belfont Jr., Kelvin Mosier, Storm Patterson, Ryan Peplinski, John Garrett, top 10 points paying positions for stage number 1. We will step aside momentarily. Stay on coverage of your leader. So we will be right back in a moment. Lights out across the speedway. Getting ready to go back green. Josh Ball, Jackson Allen, Bailey Curry, Patrick Langley, Tressenant, the top 5. Ball has 17 laps since he's been on pit road. Jackson Allen, Bailey Curry, Patrick Langley, Tressenant, all short pitted. Did it right before the caution came out. Josh Ball with a little damage from our first caution of the evening. If that strategy move gets Jackson Allen that much needed track position, as he did not have a qualifying time, and we were back green. Allen did not have a qualifying lap time, as it looks like he's going to power right by the 88 as they went 3 wide around him. Sean Bounty stuck on an outside 3 wide with Tressenant. Josh Ball damaged, making that car a lot slower as Dave Maxson now stuck behind him. Ball falling like a rock through the field as they were making evasive moves to get around him, but Jackson Allen set sail. He is already up to a 3-second. Oh, excuse me. I have to wait until the scoring driver across the scoring loop. Jackson Allen, your new leader, followed by Bailey Curry, Patrick Langley, Tressenant, Sean Bounty, the top 5. "22 laps on the board, 59 to go." Field working their way down the back straightaway. Looks like everybody content right now to ride nose to tail and tick off some laps here in the beginning stages of stage number 2. Josh Kelly making a move to the inside of the 25 of Brendan Kloosterhoos. Take over that spot. We'll try to. That is a 37 of Ryan Peplinski. Oh, a Josh Kelly update. He is running right now in an 11th position, all the way up from starting 35th. Just ahead of your leader, Jackson Allen, on the starting grid. There's a look at the 52 machine of George Belfons Jr. riding right now in that 7th spot. Right behind him, the Kyle Weatherman Racing Mustang. That'll be Kyle Weatherman himself. And then early race challenger, the 09 of Dave Matson, sitting right now in a 9th position. Matt Cherry will round out your top 10 as Weatherman looks to the inside of Belfons Jr. down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Belfons up the speedway. That'll give the 6 of Kyle Weatherman the position. Here comes the 09 of Dave Matson. He'll work to his inside. Belfonts Jr. loses 2 spots. Here comes the 33 of Josh Cully in the Wilson Farms machine. He'll move to the inside of Matt Cherry and challenge him for that 10th spot. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Cully will go to the bottom. Cherry washes up the speedway. Josh Cully inside the top 10 here on lap 24. Weatherman on the move now. He'll make the move side by side. He's challenging the 84 of Christopher Gale now. On the bottom goes the 6 of Weatherman. Hanging tough in the middle is the 84 Christopher Gale. They'll exit down. Oh, loose is Gale. They make contact. Gale up into the wall. George Belfonts Jr. loses the handle. Right in front of the 33 of Josh Cully. A big one on the back straightaway. A parking lot. Oh, Ryan Peplinsky up and over in heavy damage. Tough break for Josh Cully as he just made his way inside the top 10. Car with some damage. Front and rear. Go back is started with the 84 Christopher Gill. Oh, trouble there with the 37 of Peplinsky. He was up and over. Take a look at the 33 of Josh Cully. Accordion effect. He'll get into the rear quarter of Belfonts, and then the 48 of Cherry just runs over the back of Cully. Hard hit there. Let's see how it all started here. Weatherman and Gale side by side. They both go up the racetrack. Gale comes down to start the corner. Right there is Weatherman. Does a good job of initially saving it. Overcorrects. Up into the wall goes Gale in that 84 machine. Chain reaction behind him. Let's see what transpired. The 37 of Peplinsky. Track pretty much blocked. Close makes it through there. I need a Cow Hall. You're off around the racetrack. Ready to drop the hammer. Dressing out Patrick Langley. Light on 13 old lap tires. We are back green. That's not leading Patrick Langley. Sean Bounty made his way back up through the third spot. Jackson Allen back there in the fourth. Lost sound for a moment. Not sure what the problem is. I have lost sound in the simulation. One quick second. Hopefully we can get our sound back going. Caution out on the speedway. Caution out on the speedway. Trying to get sound back. Let's see what happened. Take a quick break. We'll be right back. Getting ready to go back green as we have Patrick Langley and Sean Bounty side by side. Green flag back in the air. '09 of Dave Matson in the sandwich between two Weatherman racing machines. Side by side goes Weatherman and the 34 of Sean Downey. Now Sean Downey will work back to the inside. Now Dave Matson will work to the outside of Downey as 6 of Weatherman goes to the lead. Kyle Weatherman to the top of the board. 78 of Patrick Langley back to that second spot. We are lap 39 of 80. 42 laps to go. Kyle Weatherman has checked out on teammate. 78 of Patrick Langley. 09 of Dave Matson. Riding in that third spot. Single file nose to tail. Right there, second. Through fourth. contact. Sam Green. Oh. And Bailey carried up both keeper. Straight. Almost disaster. Three to go in the stage. Oh, look at that move there by Donald Sadusky. He and Patrick Langley trading paint for that third spot. Langley on the binders. He's coming pit side. $15 Tresonot right now running in the third spot. Takers on pit road. Favorite hour. Sean Valley, Kelvin Mosier. Favorite hour involved in that incident. Kyle Weatherman, a 2-second lead over Dave Matson in the 6 machine. You see the gap there. Lap 45 on the board. We're coming to lap 46. Here for Kyle Weatherman as he looks to lead his 8th lap tonight. 5 lead changes so far tonight here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Appreciate everybody for tuning in as we're rocking and rolling, putting laps down, coming up on the end of stage number 2. Langley right there in front of teammate Weatherman. Just trying to stay out in front. Stage 2 caution is out. Kyle Weatherman, Dave Matson, Tresonot, Bailey Curry, Donald Sadusky, your top 5. Sam Green, Jackson Allen, Justin White, Brendan Klucherhus, and Roger Debo, top 10 points paying positions here at the conclusion of stage number 2. We'll take a quick moment. We'll be right live back here in just a moment. coming back to the green. Getting ready to drop the hammer. It is Sawyer and Sean Bounty on the front row. We are green. Sawyer trying to hang on to the lead. Sean Bounty trying to take it away. He will. Sawyer slipping back. Old tires. Field goes storming by. He'll go to the outside wall. Everybody going to the inside. Sean Bounty, your new leader. Now the race is on for the second spot. Momentarily give it to the 91 of Jackson Allen. There is Kyle Weatherman right now riding in for the fourth spot. Last night's winner to 15 of Tresnant riding right now in the fifth spot as we put lap 51 on the board. Action Jackson Allen trying to run down that leader, Sean Bounty, who has led 18 laps here tonight. Up to 7 lead changes. They're the top three, all gathered in with each other. Dave Matson on the back deck lead of that 91 of Action Jackson Allen. Making moves. .34 of Sean Bounty. Still your leader. Moving right along. We now have lap 54 on the board. Bounty, Allen, Matson. Kyle Weatherman in that fourth spot. Fifth now is Treston Knott. 91 of Allen making a move to the inside. Jackson, Allen, and Sean Downey, Dave Matson are 3 wide into turn number 1. Give the lead to the 09 of Matson and the Anzol machine as they exit turn number 1 in the middle of 1 and 2 now. In turns 2, they'll go single file as Bounty flip-flops. He'll go back to the 3rd spot. Dave Matson, your new leader. Now the 91 of Allen, he'll go to work now on the back deck lid of that 91 of that 09 machine, Amsoil Chevrolet. It's Ford versus Chevy at the front right at the moment. One lone Chevy leads 2 Fords and a Camry to put lap 57 on the board. Laps to go. 58 laps on the board, 23 laps to go. Look back through the field. Here's a look at 10th place. Proto Male, Cosmic Motorsports 21. That'll be Sam Green. There's the 89 of Matt Quick riding right now that 9th spot. Right in front of the 21 car. There is teammate Paul Smith in the 11th spot. He'll ride behind teammate, Cosmic Motorsports teammate, the 21 of Sam Green, as the 89 of Matt Quick try to make moves. Christopher Gale riding in that 12th spot after qualifying 3rd. Biggest mover in the field is Jackson Allen, who runs P2. Here comes Sean Bounty. He'll give up the 4th spot. He'll come pit side with 20 to go. 20 laps to go for leader Dave Matson. Look at Brendan Klusterhoos Just fought and clawed all night long to stay inside the top 10. Here's the Fort Worth screen printing machine, the 05 of Bailey Curry, riding right now in the 4th spot. Christopher Gale comes pit side. There is a look at the top 3, Matson, Allen, and Weatherman. Jackson Allen had quick time on lap 51. Fastest lap of the race, a 49.839. 49.839 for Jackson Allen. West Virginia native. Christopher Gill looks to rejoin the racing surface after his pit stop. Got a quick moment here. Let's take a look. Joining me in the booth, driver of the 63 machine, Storm Patterson. Unfortunately, night ended early. 32 laps down at 35th position. But unfortunately, got caught up in the wrong deal, nowhere to go for you, and ended your night early.
Yeah, I mean, we're back out there right now. But we waited about 30 minutes to get our new engine in her, and we're just putting around 35th, hopefully past 1 or 2 cars. But yeah, sucks our night ended early. Looks like we were just gonna have a quiet night, running about 10th all race, but I would have been fine with that. But we're gonna have to have a good week at Charlotte next week, and get some points back that we lost here, and hopefully be on our season, because that's what it takes here. That's what it seems like it's gonna take for this season, how competitive it is so far.
Alrighty, man. Well, we appreciate you taking your time out, and I will let you concentrate back on the Speedway. And good luck next week at Charlotte.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Dave Matson, pit side, 91 Jackson Allen, the 6 of Kyle Weatherman. On the binders, he gets the cone. Weatherman hit the commitment cone. A whole gaggle of cars. Sam Green, Matt Quick, Patrick Langley, Justin White, Josh Ball, Sadusky will stay on the Speedway. Pocket will turn the lead over with 15 to go to Uncle Donnell Sadusky. I'll have to wait until they cross the start-finish line for scoring and timing to restack the running order. back across the line to 19 of Sadusky. Roger Debold in that second spot in the 38 machine. 14 to go. Sawyer Ott and Josh Cully getting a lap back the hard way around your leader. I'll put Sawyer Ott back on the lead lap. Scored now in the 27th position. Fortunately, Cully 6 laps down in 31st. Still trying to get as many valuable points as possible. And ahead of the other 5 drivers below him. How long can these drivers stay out on the speedway? Here comes your leader, Donald Sadusky. That turns the lead back over to the 38 of Kelvin Mosier. Or excuse me, the 38 of Roger Debold. Debold there in the 38 machine. He'll come pit side this time by. I'll leave Chad Nelson there in the 72. Will he come as well? Oh, big crash. Huge crash in the middle of 3 and 4. 16. Oh, Alex Little, a violent crash. Back it up and watch it transpire. It was like a 3. Gets into the back into the 16. And they both go up into the wall, up and over, way up in the air. Goes to 16 of Alex Little. Roger Debold still shown as your leader. "11 laps to go. Caution out on the speedway for the fourth time tonight for incident. Had to think about it for a second. Hey, while you're watching, reach down there and give us a thumbs up, a share if you could. Share us on Facebook. Get the word out. The Iron Thunder Racing League is here and running on Tuesday night on the Iron Thunder Racing Network. Looks like the 6 of Kyle Weatherman gonna come out of this as your leader. There is a look at the 63 machine of young Buck Storm Patterson. The lights have been extinguished around the racing surface. We are set to go back green. We'll get the green flag with 8 laps remaining. Kyle Weatherman, Dave Max in row number 1. Row 2, Brendan Clersthoff, Treston Ott. Row 3, Bailey Curry, Patrick Langley. Row 4, Sam Green, Paul Smith. Row 5, Matt Quick, Matt Cherry. Row 6, Josh Ball, Jason Ryderbush. Row 7, Justin White, Kelvin Mosier. Row 8, Roger Debo, Jackson Allen. Row 9, Chad Nelson, Alex Bottom. Row 10, Christopher Gale, Sawyer Ott. Row 11, Ryan Workman, George Belfons Jr. Row 12, Sean Bounty and Matt Hendricks. Row 13, David Jedlicka and Kyle Hall. That is your lead lap cars. 26 lead lap cars. Restart 8 laps ago. Field working their way in to turn number 3 at the moment. Car off. Kyle Weatherman drops the hammer. We are green. Weatherman going to lead them down into turn number 1. They're fanning out 3 wide. Back there for 3rd and 4th. Clersthoff emerges in the P2 position. Oh, there goes Josh Ball all the way down to the apron. Looks like you may have been forced there. Weatherman trying to break off any draft. Here comes Patrick Langley in the 78 machine. Seven to go. Down the back straightaway for Kyle Weatherman. Dave Matson now into the P2 position. Dave Matson trying to run down Kyle Weatherman into 6th. Weatherman doing everything he can do to shake him, as we will get 6 to go for number 6, Kyle Weatherman. Almost all the way against that wall goes Weatherman, searching for every ounce of speed he can as he'll dive down into turn number 4. See an open fist from the flying stand. 5 fingers down, 5 laps to go for Kyle Weatherman. And it's starting to heat up for the lead. Dave Matson is there. Langley moves up to the 3rd spot. Green and Curry blocking each other all the way to the grass. They'll both keep her straight. Dave Matson right all over the back deck lid of that 6 machine. Back and forth, side by side, almost. Matson gets gets a piece of that outside retaining wall. That'll slow the momentum up just a hair. He'll brush it there again. Kyle Weatherman puts a gap between he and Matson. Can that Amsoil machine mount a second charge here as they work down the back straightaway with 4 laps remaining in the Brickyard 200 here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Iron Thunder Racing League, Fort Worth Screen Printing Premier Series. Half a second gap now between Weatherman and Matson. Can Matson rebound with just 3 laps to go at the line? Top 3, Weatherman, Matson, Langley. Close to Hoos and Curry, make out your top 5. Matson in the wall again. He's letting it all hang out. And Weatherman edging ahead now, a 1-second lead. Down the long back straightaway into turn number 3. Kyle Weatherman Racing, Ford Mustang GT, leading the Brickyard 200. Into turn number 4 with just 3 laps to go. Oh, caution out on the Speedway. Caution out on the Speedway. With what a change of events. There is the look. Nelson goes to the outside of Ott. Down the back straightaway. Ott tries to move up. Set up for the corner. Nelson sideways through the grass. Oh, Jackson Allen with a fake there. Green-white checker coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Overtime. Tedeschi getting a lap back. That'll put 26 cars on the lead lap now. Can Weatherman hold off the 09 of Dave Matson? Can Patrick Langley spoil the show from the third spot? Is the 25's damage too much? Or can he spoil it from back there in the fourth spot? Can Kyle Weatherman hold off his own teammate? We'll figure out here in less than a lap. Here we go. Green white checker coming up. Pace car off. All up to Kyle Weatherman now. As the field stacks up a bit, he'll drop the hammer. Klusterhoof's all over the back deck lit at that 09 of Dave Matson. Patrick Langley not the restart he wanted, but he'll try to pull even with Matson as they dive off into turn number one. Battle is on for the second spot right now. Give it to Langley. Langley to try to shut the door here. Oh, there goes Matt Quick. He's around. One car at the bottom of the speedway. No caution so far. We stay green on the speedway. Second place goes right now to the 78 of Patrick Langley. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. 1, 2, 3, single file. 4, 5, 6, single file. Dave Matson get around that 78 of Langley. Can Langley challenge teammate and owner? Or are they content to ride 1 and 2 for the team? Bailey Curry and Paul Smith back there. Or excuse me, Sam Green. White flag is out. 1 lap to go for Kyle Weatherman. Weatherman with a 4, 5, 6 car length advantage. Maybe more now as they exit to the back straightaway. Final time down the back stretch for Kyle Weatherman. They're wrecking behind them. Mosier's in the wall. Everybody keeps it straight. White flag is still out. One last time into turn 4. He put the gap sauce on him on that final lap out of turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. The Brickyard 200 will go to the 6th car. Kyle Weatherman Racing Ford Mustang of Kyle Weatherman. P2 to Patrick Langley and Dave Matson in the 3rd spot. Sam Green brings it home. 4th, 5th, Brandon Klusterhoofs. We'll get your winners and top 3 up in the booth here momentarily. Kyle Weatherman puts on a show.
Yeah, we had a good car all night. I mean, good long run speed is what we had, pretty good. So it was just a matter of trying to, be patient on the long run and just take what you can and what you couldn't get. So just be patient. So, congratulate to Kyle. We definitely were running him down toward the end, and I got up next to him, and he was coming up and he squeezed me a little bit, and I, instead of holding my line, I got into the wall. And at that point, I was just going to settle for second. I wasn't going to be able to run him down after that. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you guys for everything we had. So, and thanks for all the armed forces that we have. So, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely, man. First off, I want to thank you for being up in the booth and the ITRN for broadcasting this race for all of our fans out there. Hope they enjoyed a good show tonight. Yeah, anytime you come to Indy, it's all about that clean air. So track position was a major key tonight for sure. We had a bad, fast Ford Mustang tonight. Couldn't be here without KWR and all my teammates, Matt Cherry, Roger Diebold, Kyle Weatherman. Yeah, again, it's all about track position. So what we did is we did flip that first stage like you were talking about to sacrifice those stage points to try to get that stage position or get the track position and keep it throughout the night. I tried a little something in stage two. I went off strategy of everyone else, but the way the caution was gonna fall, it was kind of you kind of had a safety net to fall back on, which I did, and ended up just topping off and keeping myself in the top 12 at least. Worked my way up into about 7th or 8th, and then yeah, just stayed up there the rest of the night. I knew I needed to put myself in probably the top 4 or top 5 to give myself a chance at the end, and ended up being third on that last restart. Me and Kyle really worked well together down there, and ended up with a 1-2 finish, man. Thank you, Lawson Chiropractic, All In Waste, Moody Blue Designs, all those guys who sponsored me on my go-kart. I know I represent those guys, on my cart, but I want to represent those guys tonight. And yeah, man, 1-2 finish, can't beat that for sure. Sounds good, Grissom. Thank you again, man. We'll see y'all next week.
Yeah, definitely awesome run, really fun. Definitely cool to see Patrick and I get 1-2 there, and other cars had a little bit of problems, but still all in all, a pretty good day. But no, it was definitely fun, definitely a challenging racetrack. Definitely got tight as the run went on, so had to kind of manage that. And Madsen definitely had some good short run speed, really long run speed too. He just track positions, everything, getting out front and keeping the clean air. So you kind of dictate kind of what's going on after that if you've got the clean air and kind of make the cars behind you tighter when you kind of pinch them off and take their line away. So got out front there after the pit stop and kind of managed that, and had some good restarts and ended up in victory lane. Yeah, definitely gonna be fun. Now we got a win here with the 6 car. Now it's time to try to get one of the other three cars in and see how many we can bring to the chase.